Well, I was just watching Requiem for a Dream. It's been a while since I've seen it. Saw it a few times when I was a kid, and I might not have absorbed all of the, knowledge, but I understood some of the concepts. Like, I wrote a bunch of text down in a notepad document, so I have a small script to read from. It's also 4 in the morning, so I'm being a little quiet. Like in Requiem for a Dream, I think some of the basic concepts are like failing to make our dreams come true or falling into addictive, unhealthy cycles on the way to our achieving our dreams, or unintentionally changing by continuing our life without like an active plan to make things happen. About 30 to 40 minutes into the movie, there's a scene where Jared Leto's character um, comes to visit his mother to give her a gift, a new television set, a fancier one. Um, he realizes when he's talking to her that, his mother doesn't just exist in the world waiting for him to show up whenever he does. She has goals and ambitions, but she struggles to find meaning in her life since she no longer has a husband or a child to care for. Her husband died, and her son never visits or speaks to her unless he needs something. This scene makes me think of my own loving parents and friends. What will my parents be like when they are older and one happens to die before the other? I think couples wish for a happy ending where we don't lose our significant other first and have to continue on alone, but that might not be as realistic as, we might imagine. I can totally imagine my own mother losing her marbles like Jared Leto's character did in the movie. Or Jared Leto's mother. Jared Leto's character's mother did. She and my father do everything together and spend every moment of their free time near one another. Their world would seemingly shatter once one had moved on. That's the end of that paragraph. Sorry for just reading from the script, but I never make videos. It's hard for me to bring myself to do it. I was watching it while my partner was sleeping, and during that scene I just had to pause it and just sit and think for a while. And then of course I got up to, well, I sort of started another paragraph and it's on a totally other subject. I say that I've always wanted to leave the nest. I did twice, but my family followed me both times, so, leave the nest as in move away, make a life somewhere, work a lot, get a nice house, make an all new group of friends, make memories and all that. I don't know. Now my family has moved closer than ever before, and they, I used to live in Minnesota. Oh my god, I don't even have enough money to smelt gold. Anyway, um, first world problems.
Victory for
I did move twice. I moved to Minnesota, and then I moved to, um, another state. And my family followed me both times, pretty much. I mean, I went with my family to Minnesota, but then I moved again by myself. I've dropped out of college 3 times, and that's great. Change what you want to study, and prior engagements prevent you from continuing. That's just an excuse, but you understand what I'm saying. I don't know. Just didn't work out. I always wanted that college experience where you go to live somewhere. You have like dorms or an apartment nearby the college, and then you go to college on like a regular basis. All the times I've been to college so far, it's been either online or, so I had in-person classes at community colleges around right when I graduated high school, and I was taking college classes when I was in high school, like at the local community college. But it didn't really work out super. I don't know. My online professors these last few years have been really bad with questions. Either they don't answer them at all, or they give really vague answers. Because they're not just speaking to me, they're speaking to like 60 people, and they have to get all of their coursework or whatever done, the daily assignments done within the hour that they have available, and they don't really, I called people, professors, but I never really got an answer, and it was, you get behind a week, and it's a 10-week class, so it can get easy to get too far behind. Moving on. I'm now in a long-term relationship that's been going on for about 4 years of happily living together and becoming engaged, which is great.
Speak quickly.
Life, it's interesting and it's long, and it's also short. And I don't know. I do have a job that I totally hate. Whenever I'm not there, I'm convinced, sometimes that it's fine, and this is what you have to do to support yourself and all that. But whenever I am there, it's just terrible. Soul sucking. I've applied so many different places, and when I was younger, not even that much younger, just a few years ago, and even now,
I'm listening.
probably just an illusion, but I felt like
Trust no one.
it wouldn't be that hard to find a job. Because, I don't know, I feel like, they're all entry-level jobs. I'm not trying to, apply to become a nuclear physicist or something. Love to just work at, big GA's hardware, or anything something like that, just basic. I don't want to work at Walmart, and I don't want to work any more fast food, but beyond that, I'm 26 now, and I said, so I've still got 15 years to really figure my life out, but it would be really convenient if I could figure it out around now. I have so many friends who have, seemingly have put together lives. Like, I have a friend who got his adult job, and he's got, weekends off, and he works 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. You know, it's like the most basic concept of what, you know, adult jobs are like. And he's got like a super cool girlfriend, and they, you know, live together like adults, like I do. But, you know, I'm sure he gets like benefits and paid time off. I don't get anything like that. I have no idea how much he makes, but I think we're comparable. I mean, it's not important to me, but the point is that, you know, it really helps when you've got a job like that that gives insurance and things. So then you could potentially support a family long term. As I mean, until further notice, you could support a family. Maybe put down a mortgage, get a car loan, and pay it off and all that. When I was younger, I'd always imagined that, you know, like pre-18, I always thought that my 20s I'd spend, you know, in LA or New York or Colorado or anywhere cool. Anywhere all cool. Anywhere cooler than the state that I was born and raised in. Which I'm sure is like the most cliche thing ever. That's what everybody says, isn't it? They want to get out, see the world, spend their 20s having fun. Well, if I'm 26 now, you know, and I haven't really done anything crazy. We've taken some trips, which, you know, I love that, but I'd like to move. I'd like to go somewhere. I feel like at this point, if I was gonna move anywhere, I would have to get, you know, 50 hours a week in. And at my current job, I feel like I'd lose my mind if I did that. I don't think and then so I would just save money for the next 5 years, and then I would have, like, I don't know, I haven't done the math, like $10,000 or something. And with that, I would, you know, move. But by then I'd be like 31, and that doesn't sound great so far. Better than 40, I guess. But I'm doing this and that. Oh no, this is fine. I'm pretty sure you guys can see what I'm doing in World of Warcraft right now. I certainly hope so. Well, that's pretty much it. Those are my thoughts. I never really talk to people about this sort of thing. I know that it would be helpful to have like a therapist or something like that, but you know, at this point it's not really in the cards. You know, partly because I don't have the money or the time, or I think the mental fortitude to talk to someone and make these changes in my life that I know I need to make. Probably lazy and irresponsible, but just living my best life.
Hello.
I think that's it. I think this is the longest this personal video had to be. Thank you for anyone who watches this, and if I've had eye contact this entire time, it's because I'm using this weird software that makes me look at the camera all the time. I think it makes me look away sometimes too, but you know, I can't see myself right now, so I just have to hope that I'm not just death staring the camera. Anyway, thank you to anyone who watched this. Hopefully nobody local. Thanks.